Cast and call outdoors.
We do it together.
How about that?
There you go. There you go, buddy.
Alright, it's about 10 till 6 here in Mississippi, and we're at my aunt's house, and we spent the night here, and they've got some property that they're going to let us hunt on, and we're going to stay away from big bucks for them. We're going to stay away from spikes, so right now I think we're just hunting for does. But I'm excited. This is the first time I've ever officially hunted in Mississippi, so maybe I can figure something out about the deer that move around here and come back and maybe get one big, but I'm excited. My first freehand shot. That was difficult. I know I hit her I thought you were kidding. Did she have a baby with her? Okay. That click was loud. I didn't mean to slam it forward. I meant to grab it and pull it forward. Almost blew it there. She wasn't very cautious though.
She's wondering why we were standing up here.
Yeah. Did you see her raise her nose? She can't smell us though. Where'd they come out of? Are they by the creek bed?
Yeah, they're walking right up the creek.
First freehand shot. You've always been telling me to practice my freehand shot. Get ready, because I may have to use that at any time. I did. She went way up there. She's way over the hill over there. I hit her though. Got her. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Blood on the ground. She stomped her foot once whenever we were up on the ridge, and I clicked my safety off, and I didn't mean to slam it. I meant to ease it forward, but it's heavy, and I clicked it forward and she lifted her head up. And then she stomped and she splashed the water. So she must have hit about right there. And there's blood, so she went tearing up there, so now I gotta go find her. there's an entry right here. She was sort of kind of facing towards us. So I went through her lungs because there was lung blood back there with the pink kind of bubbles. And so I guess it went through her lungs, and we'll flip her over in a minute and look at that exit wound. But she's pretty. Nice Mississippi doe. She's pretty. Good Christmas present. Thank you, Uncle Mickey and Aunt Dana, for letting me out on y'all's property and giving me the chance to harvest this beautiful Mississippi doe. Well, we just called all the family back at camp, and they said that they'll be here in just a minute to help us find the doe. And we told them there was a good blood trail, but we didn't indicate that we had found it yet. So we're gonna kind of hide it behind a log so you can't see her from a distance, just to give them a little bit of a challenge.
At Bay Lincoln Mercury, Bay Suzuki, Bay Dodge Mitsubishi, Bay Hyundai, and Bay Ford in Bluntstown, we sell for less all day, every day. No coffee breaks, no vacations, no excuses. We believe price sells cars. That's why we advertise price and welcome your strictest comparison. We work harder than anyone else to make sure you cannot buy anywhere else for less. That's why we sell and deliver more cars and trucks than anyone in Northwest Florida.
If you want to have a great time red fishing, you have to go with the guys at PanamaCityInshore.com.
Dandy Ridge Outfitters is your premier hunting and outdoor store. We have a full-service archery shop with top brands like Hoyt, Matthews, and Elite. We also carry firearms, hunting and fishing gear and apparel with brands like Under Armour, Guy Harvey, AFCO, Shimano, and Penn. Looking for new boots? We have work and western boots like Rocky, Durango, and Georgia boots. For your next outdoor adventure, stop in and see us at Dandy Ridge Outfitters, your premier sportsman's paradise.
For over 30 years, people from all over have come to Howell Tackle because of the great products, prices, and people. If you want to be treated like a local friend, not a tourist, come to Howell Tackle for all your tackle and marine needs. Ricky and his knowledgeable, friendly staff offer you quality gear, live and frozen bait, eyewear, clothing, and footwear, and reliable service. Just 1.8 miles east of Hathaway Bridge, in the curve on 15th Street across from St. Andrew Baptist, come see Ricky and friends at Howell Tackle.
It was a cold day in southwest Mississippi at my Aunt Dana's house. We didn't see anything from the stand they told us to hunt, so we circled back through the tract that we were hunting in order to keep the wind in our face in the hopes that we might get a shot at a doe to help them with their herd management. It was my first freehand shot at a deer. She ran about 50 yards. We hid the deer to try and put my Aunt Dana and my cousin Garrett's blood trailing skills to the test. But they brought Petey the dog, and he went right to work. Those Mississippi folks sure are resourceful.
Now follow the blood trail, see if you can do it on your own. I think we found it. All right, give me a breakdown of what you see.
A dog trailing a deer. A dead deer. Yeah, she laid down right there. And she didn't make it much further and fell right on the other side of that tree.
She was tearing up here, and then she ran up there.
Yes,
and there's a bunch of blood up there. And she stumbled her way back down here and died here. We found her and dragged her up behind that log and told y'all to come find her.
But you brought a cheater, you brought the dog.
Oh yeah, he trailed it about 100 yards.
He followed us in this morning on a...
That was cold. Can I get a little help?
I got her halfway.
Already dead. She will be when it gets further. I'm almost there. Get her head. Here.
Oh, my hand.
Half pit bull, half boxer. But a deer dog.
He was a stray. Daddy kept wanting to run him off, and he finally came through and let us keep him.
He's been the best dog we've had.
Loyal. He won't bite, although he'll kill you with this. That's really.
Uncle Mickey, thank you so much for letting me hunt on your property. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, those are good.
And cold.
It's cold, ain't it?
It is. We came up on this hill just before we got to the top, and Dad said, wouldn't that be pretty if there was just a deer like right there, right across the hill down in the valley? We go up there and there's a deer and her yelling right there, and they were standing kind of in the, I don't think it was dried up, it was just kind of a faded part of the creek, and they were just walking through there. I think they were headed over to the clear cut, and Dad said, there's a deer, there's a deer. And I thought he was kidding because we joke around a lot with that. And so I grabbed my gun and I clicked it onto off safety. And I didn't mean to shove it forward, and it made a loud clicking noise. And the deer lifted her head and she kept on looking around the trees, and she would hide behind the tree and look out and then hide behind the tree. And so she kind of just brushed it off, and she went back to eating. And she stomped her foot in the water, and it splashed, and she put her head down, and then she lifted it back up, and right as she lifted it back up, she kind of started quartering, and I shot her, and she took off flying up the hill, and we found her at the top of the hill. It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah.
It was whenever I least expected it, too.
Yeah,
I
that's
enjoyed
usually when it happens.
Yeah. So thank you for letting me go there.
You're welcome.
Would you like to shoot an assault rifle at night with night vision at a group of hogs in a field? Then book a hunt with Muddy River Outfitters. Want the rush of catching a hog by its hind legs after the dogs corner and catch it? Then book a hunt with Muddy River Outfitters. Whether you're in town on vacation or a local, help the farmers protect their crops by reducing the exploding hog populations by booking a hunt with Muddy River Outfitters. muddy-riveroutfitters.com.
Highway 77 Extreme Paintball. Enough said.
I'm Justin Leet with Panama City Inshore. When we're fishing on the flats or along the beaches, we try to fish from an elevated position so that we can see the fish that we're trying to catch. If you don't have a platform on your boat or a tower, you need to contact Dustin Finch and have him build you a tower so you can get higher and see the fish that you're trying to catch.
Dr. Butcham and his team at Butcham Orthodontics have been amazing as I started my treatment. My teeth were a wreck in the beginning, and I'm happy to know that I can trust Dr. Butcham and his team to get my teeth straight. The assistants here are so kind and they treat me like family. They're funny and friendly and have been from the start. Alright, what do you think? I know I could trust my friends at Veteran Orthodontics to get the job done easily and professionally. And I love my braces. If you want a beautiful, healthy smile, be sure and contact Dr. Buttram today for your free consultation.
Bye, Whitney.
Next up is my mom, who is not the best videographer, but she's filming my sister while they're deer hunting in Calhoun County, Florida.
All right, so Ashley and I are in our shooting house up in Calhoun County, hoping that we see something today so that she can lay it on the ground.
We're airing this segment because it's a great chance to show you the reasons how and why some footage is better than others. We want you to send us your outdoor footage, just make sure it's better than this. Now, the camera on the left was our first one. It's old, tape, not HD, heavy, big. The middle camera is the one that Wendy is using in this segment. It's a great B-roll camera. It's light and compact, and it films in full HD 1920 by 1080. This camera used is probably worth about $350. The camera on the right is our Canon XA10 that we use now for our primary footage. It's probably worth about $1,500. Now, here's why the camera we use now is so good compared to the one that Wendy used. Number one, Wendy was not using a tripod, so you can hear her hand moving on the camera and it is very shaky. Use a tripod and try to touch a camera as little as possible. Number two, the mic on her camera picks up everything. It's terrible with wind noise, it has limited sound adjustments, it has an audible ring in the audio, and you can hear the zoom moving in and out. So use an external shotgun mic to give you more control. So learn from our experiences and send us your outdoor footage. You'll really see the difference in just a few.
Okay, it's over. Okay. Let's go. Now we gotta wait. Okay. Did you see? She was down on the ground for a good 10 or 15 seconds. Well, when I got her, the deer that was next to her, he stopped. He was still and he just looked at her. Then he saw her squalling around. And he took off this way towards Whitney and Dad. Maybe let me text them. I'm so happy. She wasn't broadside, but she was sort of angled at me. So then the yearling did have spots, but I realized it started to walk away. So I wasn't going to miss my chance of all of them leaving. So I decided to go ahead and take her. So I got my aim, and I kind of shot her near the ribs. So I'm so proud of Ashley. It takes a brave girl to pick up a rifle, shoot a deer, and knock it down. I'm so proud of her. I just love being in the woods with you. That was fun. Happy hunting. Look at that. I put her down. There she is. standing angled towards me.
That's awesome, Ashley. Pick her head up. She's a huge doe on the trail camera pictures. I remember her because her snout curves instead of dips. She's old. This is awesome.
All right, let me teach you about blood trailing real quick. The bullet that you're shooting is a .223 and it's very small. But if you're accurate with it, it'll kill the animal. But the downside of that is a lot of times there's not a big blood trail. Okay, so if you see right here, you started off with a good blood trail and it's good red blood, so you know you hit it right. So then you come up here, you got blood, 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 blood. So stand on your last drop of blood. Where do you see blood? Right here. So blood, see how it kind of trails off?
Yes, sir.
So a lot of times it'll start with a good blood trail and then stop. So then you've got to use good woodsmanship to know when to go look, to know how you hit the deer. Fortunately, you had video of shooting the deer. Hopefully you had a good impact shot so you know where you hit the deer. So we're fortunate that it's, 15 yards that way. But from here you don't see any blood, and that's where it gets tough. And that's why a lot of people use dogs to help track a deer to find where it is. And if you didn't find it, if you didn't find any blood, you just start making bigger and bigger circles till you eventually got it. And people will look for hours for a deer. So with a .223, it's a very fatal bullet with a good shot. But if it's a bad shot, they can run off. Well, some people will say, don't shoot a doe. But it's a great experience for these kids to shoot a doe. It helps in herd management. You ideally want to have one buck to one doe. All I've been getting pictures of are does. So we gotta control the population, try and get the right ratio. But some people think if you don't have does, you're not gonna have bucks. But a buck can only breed so many does during breeding season. So it's good meat in the freezer. It's a good experience for Mama and Ashley together. And I'm excited. I would shoot does all year long for the experience it gives people.
Good job, Ashley. Thanks.
Hey folks, I'm Winston Chester inviting you to watch Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show right here on Fox 28 every morning at 5:30 a.m. Be sure and watch all the latest news in outdoors and fishing and hunting and camping and wildlife photography. We have it all. Got some great sponsors. We give fishing reports and outdoor reports. We actually show the river readings each and every day. So be sure and watch Winston Chester of Panhandle Outdoors right here on Fox 28.
I'm here with Mr. Mark Grove, owner of Weefings Marine.
Weefings Marine is one of the oldest marine companies in the United States, and we've grown into a boat and motor dealership. We have a great service department. We have 4 technicians full-time. We do a lot of custom rigging, and we've really established ourselves as the go-to place in Franklin County and surrounding counties. We specialize in some cruising boats, and we also do a lot of fishing stuff, and we kind of have a very product offering that's a little different than the other guys down the street.
As a father, my job is to love, discipline, enjoy, and teach my 3 children in order to prepare them for their futures. As a certified financial planner professional, my job is to give financial planning and investment advice to help people prepare for their financial futures. If you would like to work towards protecting what you have, accumulating what you need, or drawing steady income, even with today's low interest rates, call me today and let's have a no-cost, no-obligation chat.
Do you ever notice that when you call certain lawn, termite, and pest control numbers, you're calling an 800 number?
In most cases, it's because their main office is somewhere other than here.
Rockline and Pest Control services the Panhandle, and we're located in the Panhandle. This is where we live.
This is where we raise our family.
This is where we do business.
And if there's ever a need for immediate attention,
there's a local technician near you.
My family has protected thousands of families in the Panhandle for over 50 years.
Got bugs? Just call the guys in the yellow trucks.
All right, we're here out at Dandy Ridge Outfitters, and this is their Saturday event that they have. They have a ton of people out here, and they're shooting bow and arrow at 3D targets. There's a lot of fans out here, and they've already started shooting. So it's a benefit for Camo Dreams, and it helps disabled kids, and they go out and hunt, and it's really cool. So this is a benefit for them. It's really great.
All right, I'm here with Derek Fussell, and Derek is the founder of Camo Dreams. Right. And Derek, you said that you founded Camo Dreams in
2004 when I was in Albany, Georgia.
Okay.
We did our first dream hunt, and 2006, I'd moved back home to Panama City, was born and raised here, and moved back and incorporated as a nonprofit in Florida.
Okay. And what's the mission of Camo Dreams?
To take as many kids as we can, one at a time, to make it as most special as we can each event, to get whatever dream they want to come true.
Okay.
Be it deer hunt, hog hunt, alligators, turkey, we do it all.
Here's a little song that my dad and I made up to the tune of a Jason Aldean song, so you can have a little background music at the Camo Dreams annual fundraiser at Dandy Ridge Outfitters. If you don't recognize him, the bearded lefty shooter is Tombo Martin, a buck commander. Deer hunting is a great time of year. Are you ready? He gets up before the dawn, paints his face, grabs his bow and his coffee. It's another day, the buck commander way, chasing deer and laughing with his buddies. This way of life is worth the prize and gold. He prays to God that it never gets old, so he keeps pushing on. So we'll always chamber another round, or draw his bow and put a deer on the ground. The buck commander slayer. Luke never complains, Jason never asks why. Please don't let the deer run dry. For these buck commander Not the best videographer. What did I just do?
Cast and call outdoors.
We do it today.
How about that? There you go.